Okay, so for this one, this is more pictorial. This is what it looks like inside. This is Firefly and the Forgotten Planet. Okay, so this could be you. I'm really excited, and I'm going to be showing you everything I did step by step, and you're going to launch your first children's book. If this is something that excites you, leave a comment. I promise to be your first customer. Hi, my name is Alvina. Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't hide it. Okay. So, yes, these are my children's book now available for purchase on Amazon. I did not pay anyone to design these books for me. I wrote the stories, came up with the title. This is Firefly and the Forgotten Planet. This is my author's copy. This is Tribal Town Dream Keepers. And then this is an educational one, Wi-Fi Wonders, how the internet works. So I'm showing you this because I want you to see what's possible. So it is absolutely possible for you to have your own children's book, and I'm going to be showing you everything I did step by step. Don't forget that while you're doing this, you are building a brand. And when you want to build a brand, you have to be intentional about everything you do from the get-go. Okay, so stick with me because this channel is going to be packed with so much knowledge. I have 15 years of experience in branding, marketing, communications, digital marketing, and all that. So I'm going to be really sharing a lot more than just launching. Of course, how to sell what you've launched, right? However, I'm so excited about this. I think this is my favorite, Wi-Fi Wonder. It's a Wonder series, okay? I also have Power Wonder, teaching children about electricity. And then I also have Hello Wonder, teaching children about how phones work. So if you are excited as I am, you should be. Sit back, relax. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back again. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create children's book cover. And the purpose of this video is to show you how to create your first children's book cover. If you have never done this before, if you follow what I do step by step, I can assure you you're going to create your first children's book cover. Okay, so first of all, this video is for people who want to save money on graphic design costs, who might have had one or two experiences with Canva in the past, but they also are big. This is also a beginner friendly video. So I'm going to show you everything you need to know to create your first children's book cover, but at the same time I'm going to make sure that it is very simple to understand. So just stay with me and you will see how to do everything, because if you don't do these things well, it's possible that when you're trying to publish your book on KDP and all that, it's possible that your book might be rejected. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and show you how to do this. All we have to first of all do, of course, you know that the format matters, so I'm going to be choosing flyer. The reason I'm choosing flyer is because this is the one that is closest to the size of the book cover, and I'm going to show you how to make sure that everything is fine in the long run. Okay, so let's just go straight into it. I don't want to waste anybody's time. I want those videos to be straightforward but informative at the same time. So you would notice that I've picked a shape, a square shape, and all I'm just going to just basically use this square shape to do is to just use it to work out my outline. I'm working out my outline because I really do not want anything to spill, because when you are publishing your book on Amazon can tell you that, oh, the book is rejected because, you know, your layout is spilling into each other. So the very first step would just be to make sure that you sort out this layer part. Yes, of course, Amazon accepts designs that spill into each other, but this is a very elementary design class, so I want to make it as simple and straightforward as possible. Okay, so now that I've worked out my element, of course, you know that my design I'll tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing, and then we would now work out the rest. Okay, so I'm going to now flip this. I'm going to make my background pink and now make the inner page white. I'm doing this because I want my entire design to be inside here, and I'm going to flip it back, but this is just to help me with my design process. Okay, so to generate content, we're going to be using Leonardo.ai. I actually do have a premium account, but they also have a free version, so you're also good if this is your first time hearing about this platform. So of course, before we go to the book cover, we need to know what type of book we are trying to create. We need to understand that children are curious, right? At the very beginning, children are curious, so they don't know a lot of things, and sometimes you might think, oh, that thing is normal, but it might not be normal to that kid. So you want to introduce every element around the home to kids in a very simple and lovely way. So all you just have to first of all do is you come here to Leonardo.ai and you would click on image creation. Once you click on image creation, I want to teach kids today about the clock. Okay, what is the clock? How does the clock work? So I'm just going to say generate a cartoon image of a giant clock and happy kids, right? And always generate with a white background, because that would help. That would definitely help kids. That would definitely help you when you're editing your image. And make sure that when you're generating your image, you generate your image in the dimension of the document that you have. So you can see that by my left, I have both image dimensions that I can choose from. So you can also generate, using either landscape or portrait, but because our design cover is portrait, I prefer portrait images for this particular section of things. I think the kids are a lot, so I'm going to say I'm going to specify that I just want 3 kids, right? 3 happy kids, and I want the giant clock to be a cartoon, so I'm going to say a giant clock with a smiley face. Okay, I think this will give me closer to what I'm looking for. It's not like what we've generated is not good, but I always try to stretch my creativity and imagine what kids would like to play around. So while this is generating, of course, we're going to have to go to ChatGPT, and you notice that the prompt I gave was very simple, but most times it kind of elaborates it. I still don't like the smiley face, so I'm going to come back to this. Okay, this is not bad. Maybe I'm being too picky, but let me generate another set while I come back to ChatGPT. So of course, you know that coming to ChatGPT is going to help us come up with a title. So I'm going to just tell ChatGPT what I'm trying to do, and then tell it to come up with a fun title for me, right? So I am trying to create a book for kids that will teach kids about the clock, how it works, and time, the concepts. Come up with the fun title. Okay, so now these are some fun titles. It's not only for me to choose what I want. I'm actually currently working on a Wonder series on Amazon, and I've done a couple of them, and I just might add this clock to it. I don't know, still thinking about it, but let's just see for the purpose of this video, what type of title do you think you like? Can you comment and tell me which one you're choosing from the options below? One of the things I also like to do is I can always tell ChatGPT to make it shorter and more fun. and I can also say introduce wordplay, right? And so now that I've said introduce wordplay, it automatically understands that, okay, I'm trying to make it fun. So now this clocktopus, I like this clocktopus because there's a combination of clocktopus and octopus. So now this might actually make me to have to regenerate something different. Okay, so generate an image of the clock, of a giant clock with the body of an octopus, so that I can go with the title of clocktopus, right? And I think I don't want kids in it. I just want it to be about this character. Okay, so now that I've chosen a name that I really like, I'm just going to just go straight ahead and hopefully I get a really awesome image, and then that will just give me this new thing. Okay, so okay, I like this, but it's not colorful, more colorful. So you have to be patient with the responses that you would get, because you need to make sure that what you get is exciting to you, because at the same time, as much as we are adults, sometimes we want things that are, oh my god, this is so lovely. You see why it's good to be patient. I love this. I'm so excited. All right, now I am even more excited and more pumped to do this book. Okay, so now this is giving me exactly what I want: the eyes, the face, the clock. Oh, this is lovely. You can tell from my excitement. It's not every time you get what you want. You can see how we've been trying to get what we want, right? So this is awesome. So we're gonna come here straight up and upload our clocktopus. And yeah, here we go. Our clocktopus is here. Now, because I'm trying to make sure that this book design is as simple as possible, I don't want this book design to what's the word now? I don't want it to be confusing to you or to make you feel like you have to do too many things. So I'm going to keep it as simple as possible. So we are meeting Clocktopus, and this is Clocktopus. Say hello to Clocktopus. I love Clocktopus. So okay, let me get into it. I'm getting too excited. Now we're going to just add the text box. But before you add the text box, you can also just come here and see. You can also see the type of text that are available. Under text, you would always have what we call font combinations. Now, these font combinations are obviously fonts already done for you. You don't really have to stretch your creativity that much. And I always advocate for newbies to use templates, right? If you're a newbie, feel free to use a template. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, because more often than not, a template has gone through several levels of approval before they are launched into Canva. So it just makes sense that you use a template. Okay. With that said, I've been using Canva for I think I don't know, it should be more than 10 years, I don't know. But I am able to do things from scratch, but I understand that not everybody can do that. So that's the reason why I'm trying to simplify this based on what I know. So I feel like this I'm choosing this font. Okay, I have to remove the background just so that we're still inside our square. So now I feel like this is perfect, because again, the way that the letter is literally looks like Clocktopus. So like it looks like Clocktopus, from the way the letters are. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it. Okay, and so here we go. yeah, so I've now put Clocktopus here, and sometimes some words are fine for some particular letters, and then when you put it, you might not even be as interested in those words as you were prior, and that's how this one is looking. But let's just keep going. Now we've written Clocktopus, and yeah, so whenever you generate images like this, make sure you keep them, because more often than not you would notice that these images might be useful for the inner pages, right? So don't ever delete, just keep them. So now I'm noticing something. You can see that the edges of this particular image is cut off, and as much as I prefer this particular image because of the eyes, when you're making kids book, you need to make sure that the eyes are perfect, they can see something that they can connect with. The way it's cut off is not good, it's not nice. I need to see the entire image, it's not professional. So I'm going to look for an image here that has no part of it cut off, and this one is the closest to that. So I'm going to go for this because, again, this is my preference, but this is going to be a design flaw to have parts of your image cut off that way. Okay, so I'm going to just replace it with this. Yeah, that's the thing about AI generated images. You always have to sometimes settle for second best, but that's okay. Now this is going to be better because this is more, I would say, this is better. Everything is showing, we're good. So now what's Clocktopus about? Before we get that there, let's sort out the title. Now you would notice that this Clocktopus color is in green. I definitely want to change the colors because I need them to match with the colors on my image. So like you see what I did, I just clicked on this plus sign, picked my pencil, and I'm going straight to the image to see, okay, what colors can reflect on this and still be really fun for kids. And I think this color is fine. Okay, so now it's time for me to make things simpler. I'm going to just put this in a white background like this, and you will notice that now it's coming out, right? It's looking way better than it was before. Okay, so yeah, so what is Clocktopus about, right? We can just say the friendly clock. Okay, so first of all, you have to, of course, come and tell ChatGPT that you've chosen Clocktopus, and you can also tell it to come up with a short description. All right. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, so I was right to just say it's a friendly clock. It's kids love things that are friendly. So now what do you think about our book cover? I think if we don't do anything anymore, it's not bad. Notice that I'm still trying to make sure that the description of my Clocktopus doesn't really like spill into the frame that we created before. We can always just check by changing the color of our background. Just using it to check if everything is okay. Now this should have been inside here, but it's still fine here. Okay, it's still fine here because there is still space here. However, to be on the safe side, make sure that you make sure that it's as close as possible. Okay, and it's not even necessary that I put the description, saying the friendly clock. Okay, let's move quickly because I don't want to waste your time. I'm going to just go straight into adding some flair. Another thing that I've noticed, okay, is that it's best to use a background, and I'm going to tell you why eventually when you're formatting it to upload. But it's important to use a background or a plain background, okay? You can create yours, but I'll tell you why it's better to use. And if you notice that the image I took from Leonardo.ai, I didn't make that image the entire design. Avoid doing that, because when you do that, you're going to also have formatting issues, because you don't have the original landscape and you're just going to have a lot of issues. Make sure that your background is always plain, and then we would work it up from there. Okay, so now this friendly clock, let's add some colors to it just to make it pop more. You notice that Canva would also always show you the colors in your photos, which is also quite helpful, and you can just use that to make it. So next thing you're going to do is, let's come to click on elements and come up with background. I think because of how colorful this Clocktopus is, I think I want to make the background completely white. I think that would just make things better. And I'm going to tell you why later, because again, this is just I'm trying to make it as beginner friendly as possible, so that there are not too many moving pieces. This is still very okay to go for a children's book, I can assure you. But let's just see if there are any white backgrounds we can go for, because I'm actually okay with it like this, but you know, let's see how far we can stretch this. Try and avoid this type of images, right? Let's say you see this type of images and you think, oh, this is perfect. Avoid it, and eventually I'm going to tell you why in the future. Avoid images that just have things in the background. If you want things swirling around your image, make sure it's within the 4 square that we have created initially. I don't mind this. It's creating some sort of mystery, sorry. I like this. It's creating some sort of mystery around it, so I'm just going to position it backwards. It's like a smoke effect. You can see that. I think by the time if it was on a different color, you would have seen it. So let's go back to element, see if we can get just like a white background that is plain. I know it seems impossible, but it's still possible. I'm gonna show you guys. We can also just say, okay, maybe we can go for like a sea background. You remember this square we brought in initially? We're going to take it off now, because we have now placed our image, properly, so we can take off the square. Okay, we can take off the square. Just make sure that you're done with the image. You can take off the square. Think since this is Clocktopus and it's about the sea, maybe we can get like a sea background. That won't be bad. Let's see how that goes. Oh no, I do not like it. Let me see if I can get blue sea. I do not like it. So now this is why I was comfortable with our white background. I think I'm gonna just stick with the white. I'm comfortable with the white. I think sand might not be bad. I mean, it's Clocktopus. no. White. Let's keep it classy. All right. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm fine with this. So we can just come here and look for sea elements, right? And this can also just help add some. Just choose graphics. This can help add some flair. Please make sure that you don't put things at the edges. If you want to bring back that box, you can bring it back to make sure that things are inside that box, right? You just don't want things to be outside that box. Okay, so I think I'm just going to add some bubbles, but I'm going to take it backwards just a little. I think this is already a lot. I don't think it needs anything. I need to keep it simple and classy. So remember this yeah, I told you would like it, but this is going to be a problem for us later, so let's just take it out. Let's see. Can we just add this water element again? Is it inside my box? I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. It's fine. It's perfect. I'm fine. So now the next thing to do is to find a kid-friendly font for this. Let me look for a font. Let's see. Is there any font here? That's not bad. But I need something a little bit less serious, just like a handwriting. It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, so now this is my cover. I hope you like it. Now we're gonna go straight into the next thing, which would be you click on this grid view. I always use this grid view. It gives you like a holistic view of what you're working on, and you're just going to go ahead and duplicate, right? You're duplicating because you want the background to be, the front and the back to be the same background, right? This background, I want it to be the same thing, right? I don't want any mistakes or any mishaps. So yeah, now this is the background that I'm working with. I'm just gonna come here and put in that box. Remember that box, we have to bring it back because we now need to talk about the author, who the author is, all the awesome things they're trying to do for kids. So we have to bring that back, and then we also have to now work on the back. Okay, so I don't want this video to be longer than it has to be, so I think we will still have a part 2 of this because there is another formatting I need to show you so that when you're uploading it goes. But let's just quickly work on this author page and see what it looks like. So now you're gonna have your text here, who you are. Let's come up with a summary of this book. Okay, because you need to be able to show you need to be able to summarize it at the back and also talk about, just 2 paragraphs is fine. 2 paragraphs is fine. You need to be able to show. Okay, I love this already. I think I'm going to do this book because it's teaching kids about routine. This is fantastic. I never thought. You see, I think the biggest hack is that wordplay. Once you say wordplay, it does give you good wordplay, right? I really love this. So I'm just gonna come here and now add choose a text. Of course, I'm going to go straight here and add but you don't want this summary to be just about the book. It should be the topmost parts. You can start about talking about yourself first before the book. But yeah, let's just start with what we're doing now. Need to stretch it out. It's Instagram. Okay, so I'm just going to reload this page. Sometimes that happens. And yeah, don't forget to always name your file. This has always been a lifesaver. All right, here we are with Octopus. Guys, this is so amazing. We're literally doing this live and I'm getting really excited. I think there's a lot of excitement that comes with this. Okay, so now we are doing the text at the back. We've come up with the summary of the book. Make sure it's not too worded, right? This should be this first one should be about you. The second one should be about the book. If you have like a company you've registered, you can now put maybe a couple of information here about that, which is what I do. Meanwhile, I don't talk about me so much on the books that I write for kids, because obviously that's not really the main thing that I do. But I do just write my name saying this was designed by Alvina Ode for Tunesburg. But I'm sure that some more authors might want to really put in the work to say this is what I do. But however, your choice. Now, there's something else that I think would also help your marketing in the long run when you're trying to make sure that what you're working on, people are able to, when they buy the book, you'll have the opportunity to upsell. And that's what we're going to do here. So before I jump into that, I'm going to show you. So you're going to put your image here. So when you put your image here, automatically that just shows you where the image should be, right? The image should be somewhere here, really. And then the text can start under the image. All right, so these are all dummy text. Fill it with what you need to fill it with, but don't forget this formatting, very important. Okay, so the next thing, and this is a hack, from a marketing background, I'm telling you, it's always worked. You have to always show somebody something. Once they bought something, show them something else, especially if it's related to what you do. So now, another thing that I always do for all my books is you can see my screen and you can see where my cursor is, and right now I'm at mockups. I always try as much as possible to upload another book cover to show another book that I have available that is within the same category. Make sure that the categories are not far off, okay? Make sure that they're still within the same category. So you choose the print section, you choose the book section, and here you have it. You just put this, and then you just write also available, come up on text. So you can just write, come to elements and just type available. Again, always use like I always say, always use templates. Makes your life faster, easier. No need to start designing this from scratch, you get me? So just come here, click available, and then now upload the image of the book. So I currently have a book, I currently have some books. This one just went live today, so at the time I'm making this video. It's called Hello Wonder. It's a book that teaches kids about more phone technology and everything. So you can just put the cover of the book, right, and just put it here. Now if you have built out a brand, this is how the back of my own book looks, by the way, just so that you guys can see. This is the back of Hello Wonder. Okay, it shows you Wi-Fi Wonder. Okay, so if you've built out a brand, put in your website, your social media handles, and your email. Very important to put in your email, just in case people want to mail you to come and speak, or they want to buy your book in bulk or whatever. Right, emails are very important. Okay, I didn't want this video to be longer than this, but here we are now putting those details. So to put in your social media handles, you have Instagram, put in that, and then you have to always leave space for ISBN. Oh, I think I'm rushing now, so I think I'm going to continue this video in part 2 to show you what the back of your book should look like, and I think it would be best to end this video now here. I'm going to do a back part 2 about how to format the back, and then I think that will just be a continuation of this one. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Unfortunately, we were only able to fully cover the front page, and now we're going to work on the back. Okay, now see you next time. Don't forget, my name is Alvina Ode, and go to Amazon and look for Wi-Fi Wonder, Power Wonder, and Hello Wonder, and I have some storybooks there as well. Once you type Alvina Ode, you see all the books I've worked on. beautiful fun stories for kids, and also educational technology books for kids. I'm excited to do this. Is a journey that I've been on, and I'm excited to bring you on this journey. Watch out for the part 2 where I break down how to format the back of your book just to make sure that you sell well and you don't have to pay anybody anything. You can do this all by yourself. Okay, thank you.